What we're doing here today is cutting blanks, titanium blanks for the titanium vegetable peelers that my machinist launched on Kickstarter. I think we've cut something like 200, 300 handles. Got another couple of weeks cutting to go. Yes, weeks of cutting, literally day after day after day of cutting. On these, I shall show them to you. We've got 1,000 to do in total, so yeah. What I will also do, kind of noisy. So here are the blanks here. So I'm going to stop that in a little minute and cut a new spinner blank. I'm not quite sure of the exact design I'll do yet, but I'm going to design it on the computer here, we'll cut it, and then later on today I'll grind it, and we'll have another cool spinner design. Or potentially cool, could be awful, you never know, could go either way. Actually, you know what, just before I start drawing the design, truthfully I'm actually just time wasting. My dad's working on the machine just now, so I can't get at the computer. Right, cut that out of the way. I'm telling the truth now. I have been thinking about the design though, and I think I kind of want to make a smaller, more simpler, triangular design. Like I've got this spinner here that I showed you. This is the one I made in yesterday's video. I think I want to make something a little bit simpler maybe, so not quite sure what. We'll just start drawing and sort of see how it unfolds. And here we have it. The cut piece. Not very good light here, but you can kind of see it. I'll show it to you better later on. However, I'm not going to show this one because this one is a bit of a screw up. It's I'll show you why it's a screw up. The hole is too big for the brass core to go into, so gonna recut another one. This can just be used for like a practice one, or I can just lie around the workshop like all the other little bits of titanium screw ups I've done over the last 2 or 3 years. So we're gonna cut another one just now, and that's it really. Probably head back to the old workshop and grind it and get it all nice and smooth and ready for playing around with. Actually, one more thing. I don't know if you know this or not, but like I don't lie. Like, never, about nothing, ever. So, like, if I cut this and it screws up and I have to cut another one, and like, I feel obliged to tell you that I screwed it up and I'm using the second one that was like the right one, or the third one, or however many there is. Like, I don't like cutting it, it's screwing up, cutting another one and pretending like I got it right first time. Like, I don't mind sharing screw-ups with you, and so yeah, I think it makes me more real, maybe? I don't know. Just arrived at the old workshop. Here is a better look at what I've just cut. So if you've watched my videos before, you know what's going to happen. I am now going to sand this down on that sanding machine over there, over here, and once I've done that, sometimes I tumble it in that tumbler there. Not going to do that today, just going to keep it nice and simple because, you know, it's kind of like early evening now, running out of time. So yeah, just grind it and then put the core in, the brass core, which is this thing here. Spins, and that's it. We've got a nice new spinner to try out. Let's do some grinding. Whoa, but not stand on things and trip up. Let's do some grinding. That is it now ground. I also sort of softened the edges a little bit on this grinding machine here. It's got a Scotch Brite wheel, but I didn't film that, you know. I thought did enough on that machine for you to sort of get the idea of what I'm doing. Now, two things. One, I think it's turned out looking pretty damn good. But the second thing is, I don't give two hoots what it looks like if it doesn't perform well. If it doesn't perform as it's meant to, whether it's a spinner or one of my titanium pens or titanium mechanical pencils or tweezers, carabiners, pry bars, pocket clips, key holders, just anything. If it doesn't function well, like function is the great god that must be obeyed. If it doesn't function, nothing else matters. So, let's put a core in it and see. haven't really spun that yet, apart from that little bit I did there for you. But it looks kind of cool, this one. Like, I've done a couple of spinners recently that have just been, you know, a little bit out there, you know, ultra thin arms, and kind of, you know, one that's like I call the Ninja fidget spinner, which is really pointy, but this one's just, you know, a lot more conservative and a lot more along the lines that I typically make, you know, like my titanium pens and mechanical pencils and tweezers, you know, they're sort of like, there's no gimmick with it, if you know what I mean. Nothing that's too extreme or jumps out at you. It's just a general nice looking shape. Now, I don't know if it's going to spin very good because I didn't film it earlier, but what I did was on another spinner I used this core, and when I was at the new workshop earlier, I blasted air at it with the air compressor, with the air gun, and the thing was like whining. I don't know how many thousands upon thousands of RPM it was doing, but it was like whining like a jet engine. And what happened is it started coming off the core. Now I was holding on to that, and so it started burning my finger. I had to let it go, and it just kind of bounced. The spinner kind of bounced halfway up to the roof, made a sort of twang sound, and the core kind of wheel spinned and zoomed off in the other direction against the water jet cutter, and it kind of, the buttons went everywhere and stuff. So I'm spinning it now, and it's, you know, I'm not sure how well it survived. So when I show it to you spinning now, it's likely it's going to slow down fast. I thought I would just share that with you in case you're wondering, hey look, that core isn't very good because, you know, it's slowing down so fast. If it doesn't work out, that's the reason why. It is slowing down quite a lot, and it's also making like a tick. So basically I wrecked that core. It cost me like $30 or $40, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I am curious as to what you think, and I know I may be annoying a lot of people here. I'm making, like, you know, a spinner every 2 or 3 days now, or, you know, every couple of days I'm making a new spinner, showing it to you working, and I don't have any for sale, and there's nothing I can do right now. So yeah, I know there's a lot of people annoyed with me. You know, I've got an email list, a launch list, where I'm, you know, gonna tell you about when I do have my first spinner available. I just have my machinist working on, you know, 2 separate projects of mine. He's also working on his own project, making 1,000 titanium vegetable peelers and 400 titanium cheese slicers. He started making 1,000 and 1,200 pens and pencils and whatnot for me. He's doing like 1,000 or 2,000 sort of large pill pot things that I make, sort of large titanium storage containers. There's a lot going on. Like, I am trying to sort of do what I can in terms of showing you this. I don't have a milling machine myself, but should be getting one soon. So if you're trying to buy a spinner from me right now, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. I'm absolutely maxed out capacity wise, but, you know, follow along. I will be making stuff. I will continue to sort of make and mess around because I'm learning a lot about the functionality, and just out of interest, the functionality of this is fantastic. Like, sometimes with a spinner you can kind of, you know, you kind of go, right, let's spend a bit of time and see what it feels like, you know, to get used to it. But this one is just good from the start. I mean, you can see I'm talking to you. I'm not even thinking about the spinner, and it's spinning really, really well, even with a sort of core that's a bit suspect now because it went zooming across the floor. I think I will end the video here. I'm going to spend most of tonight playing with this, mucking around. I may produce this one actually. I say that with everyone, but you know, I really mean it. Like I said earlier, I don't lie. I will leave you with a quote. It is by C.S. Lewis, and he said, "Failures are finger posts on the road to achievement."